I do welcome you to Bible Times. I'm Willard Pless. And we want to know what's going on right now in this world. As this world is in a chaotic mess right now, we know that. But we want to see what the Bible gives about what's going on. We want to talk about what the scriptures tell us, because this is the truth. The Bible gives the truth in what's going on. And so this is what we want to talk about. We know that America has become the new Babylon. And President Trump is the leader of the new Babylon. And that he's conquered Israel through flattery. And the Bible teaches this. And so they're conquered right now and deceived. But we know some things are going to go on here as we get into this time. We know that when we come to September the 22nd, that Jewish year 5785 ended and started 5786. And we know that this is went through a big change. The world went through a big change then. See, this is when all this broke loose about this chaotic mess. The budget failed and having all this going on right now and what's taking place and we're almost, when we get in, I think tomorrow be when we get to October the 22nd, that we know that other things are going to begin to happen too. We learned that President Trump's kingdom is going to be filled with darkness. And this is one of the plagues that Revelation chapter 18 gives. It's going to be poured out upon the seed of the beast and be filled with darkness. And this is what we see. It's showing up, see. When they had the march of the No King rally, that this is building. In other words, this President Trump's kingdom is going to enter a dark time. Darkness is coming up on them, and they're gonna feel the pain. They've been dishing out quite a bit, but now the tide is turned some. And see, this is God's work. He's the one that's bringing this. We learn in Revelation chapter 18. We learn that Satan is going to be, with his kingdom, is going to be making war with the Lamb, and see, that's talking about Jesus. That the 10 horns that President Trump has is going to be making war with the Lamb. But see, Jesus is going to have victory. This thing cannot overcome him. And it can cause a lot of problems in the world. And of course we know that this is going to be done before Jesus returns. And the darkness is beginning to come upon the President Trump's kingdom, and they're going to feel the pain. And then we learned that River Euphrates is going to be dried up for the kings of the east to come across and come into the valley of Megiddo. And you can read about this there in Revelation chapter 16, about the plagues that will be coming upon this worldly situation that's going on, that's started. We know that America began to come Babylon back in 2000. That 2001, the Twin Towers were taken down, and 2014, the New World Trade Center opened, and 2017 is when President Trump showed up, and that was on the 69th year that Israel was back in the land. See, we've talked about all this. All this is coming together, and it's very evident. Jesus taught in Matthew 24. He said you can know the time and the season, but he said you can't know the day or the hour that he's going to return. But you can know the time and the season by what's going on in this world and what's happening. And the Bible gives these things. But I'm learning that people cannot see and understand, and I know why. Because people are religious only, having God in their head and being religious, but still walking in the flesh, still walking with the flesh leadership. You can be religious and walk in the flesh leadership. That's what Nicodemus was doing. He was religious, but he's still walking in the flesh leadership. And that's, Jesus said you need to be born again. In other words, you got to lay the flesh away before you can receive the Spirit and begin to understand what's going on. If you're only religious and don't have Jesus in your heart, you might have heard the word, you might have received it, but it's not got roots in your heart because you've not laid the world away, you've not laid the flesh away. You got a hard heart or thorny heart, and the seed hasn't got roots in your heart. And you can be religious that way. And I'm afraid the world's like that. I know Israel is deceived right now, but we know that when we come to November the 22nd, that Israel's going to turn President Trump off after that date. And then they're going to flood Jerusalem, that his people's going to flood Jerusalem just like they flooded Capitol Hill when he was taken down. When Israel takes him down, he's going to flood Israel. And we learned that this is going to be the abomination of desolation. And we know that they're going to destroy the city and the sanctuary. See, the sanctuary place is there at the Wailing Wall. That's a place of worship. That's what a sanctuary is, a place of worship. And that's been a place of worship for the Jewish people there before the wall. And there's not going to be a temple. The temple gave about Jesus' coming, but when he came to them, there's no more need for the temple anymore. But the Bible says that he's going to call them out, and they're going to reject President Trump. The 144,000 Jews that he chooses will live on in the seventh millennium. See, this world's not going to go away when Jesus returns this time. The seventh millennial, this world goes on. There's going to be a flesh world for another 1,000 years. That the seventh millennial, there's still going to be a flesh world. And the 144,000 are going to be part of it. And see, we're learning that people here on earth, in the nations, that are not evil-hearted. Only the evil-hearted people are going to be sent to the fire, done away with. People that are evil in heart. But people in the nations that are not evil in heart are going to allow to live on. See, there's going to be nations in the seventh millennium. And the Bible teaches us that the nations will be coming and entering the Jerusalem and all, because see, Jesus is sitting on the throne, and the saints are going to be in charge of the world. The saints are going to be in leadership of the world. The evil hearts are going to be taken away, and the world is going to be turned over to the saints, with Jesus sitting on the throne. And I want to be a part of that. I definitely want to be a part. I know that people that are born again, that they're going to receive a new body, a glorified body. So we're not going to be in the flesh like the world is, but we'll be helping Jesus rule the world. But there'll still be a flesh world here. The flesh is not gone. Jesus said he's going to shorten the time because of the elect, that he didn't want all flesh to be destroyed, that he wants to keep flesh alive for the seventh millennium. So there's going to be a flesh world. When Jesus comes this time, he's going to cleanse it. He's going to take the beast and the false prophet and send them to the fire, and then he's going to take the army and all that's gathered there and put them in the wine press, and blood's going to flow to the horse's bridle, and so they're going to be destroyed, and also be a part of the fire. But see, the people that have died, that were not saved, they were not born again, they're not going to be resurrected at this time. They'll be resurrected at the end of the seventh millennium. Only those that were born again and saved will be resurrected when Jesus comes into the clouds. See, he comes into the clouds, and then the seventh trump sounds, and the resurrection takes place. And the people that are saved and born again here on earth will receive a new body and go up with them to meet Jesus in the air, in the clouds, for the marriage supper of the Lamb, and then come back to this earth. See, we're not going to heaven. We'll be here on earth for the seventh millennium, and then at the end of the seventh millennium, there's going to be a new heaven, new earth, new Jerusalem, and so this is where we're going to be. We're going to be living. in eternity. We'll be here on the new earth and the new heaven and new Jerusalem, and God will be with us, and we'll be here and walking with Him and doing what He wants us to do through eternity. And so I'm looking forward to this. I'm glad this world's coming to the close. And if you're really born again, you're glad too, and I know that. But if you're not ready, you're gonna push it away, and you're gonna fear it. You're not gonna want to hear it. But we're in this time, so get ready, because we're here, and it's time to get ready because Jesus is coming soon. And so God bless you, and you have a great day.